Good morning, evening, whatever time it may be, wherever you are, when you're watching this. To everyone, this is a video I am making about a future TF2 update. It's gonna be about this place called Lecture Valley. It is a farm bought by Manco. I was really surprised to see no videos on this on YouTube. I also kind of expected Lecture Valley to be part of the Robotic Boogaloo update, because there's this one part in it where it says Manco Robot Romance Disguise Kit. So I thought that would have meant that it would have been Robo Hats, but turns out it isn't. Unless, of course, if there are going to be more TF2 Robo Hats in the future, which I don't really doubt there won't be, but I really doubt it will be in the Lecture Valley update. Also, in case you're wondering, I just gotta tell you guys, in case if you don't know what this map is, it's Koth Sunset Saloon. It's a beautiful map. It is amazing. It has a nice texture and all, and it's very impressive. Has a ton of places to explore. Anyway, I'm here to talk about the Lecture Valley update. The Lecture Valley update was teased by Valve in their blog post on April Fools. In the blog post, if you go to the very end of the Business Time blog post, which is where they mentioned the red hats on April Fools. Is this ringing a bell now? Yeah, I was hoping it would. When you click on the period at the very end, you will be sent to a secret page. A top secret page, sort of. Except it's not really meant to be top secret. It was meant to be found. Anyway, in that page, it's a Manco catalog advertising for this place called Lecture Valley. It features, it's a farm bought by Manco, which features 50 acres of farmland. Not sure if that'll be the whole map, but that will be what the map probably would be, farmland. Also, 2 sandwich sounding items, $18 bread infested with bugs and $18, very expensive for bread, I suppose you could say. Only starving would be worse. But it sounds like a sandwich. It really does. And so does the next one, which I find somewhat disgusting if it actually is. A bag of dolphin meat. Yes, a bag of dolphin meat. Gonna let that sink in. Okay. There's also something I figured out about the Robo costumes, which I mentioned. It probably isn't new Robo hats. It's probably a fix to an MVM glitch, where when you disguise as Spy and disguise as any robot, you will be a blue human. a blue human. Well, not blue colored skin, but blue shirt, obviously. I mean, it's TF2. I mean, robots won't tell a difference. But, you know, it just looks a bit weird from the robot's perspective. And I'm sure some people have been complaining about it. So they fixed that. Or at least I'm presuming that they will. In the Lecture Valley update. That's what I really do think that is, not more robo hats, unlike what I thought it was originally in my earlier Robotic Boogaloo video predictions. There's also a catapult. Sounds like a medieval sentry or perhaps medieval teleport. You know, it's definitely something medieval, and it sounds a lot like something the engineer would have. He's really lacking in stuff to do in medieval mode. He really needs more stuff to do in medieval mode, but he doesn't have more stuff to do in medieval mode. Quite unfortunate, because imagine, engineer is credit to team. Goes medieval mode. Nope, no longer credit to team. As I was saying. So, there will probably be a medieval catapult, which would be a medieval sentry or a medieval teleport, one or the other. Highly doubt it's a dispenser. And speaking of dispensers, there's also a texture glitch for the dispensers, which I think Valve has fixed in this, with a complex solution to a simple problem, or at least seemingly simple. You see, at level 1, the top of the dispenser is gray, and at level 3, it's red. Texture glitch, everyone. I mean, it's not too noticeable, I suppose, but, you know, it's still a texture glitch, and it must be fixed. Anyway, so it mentions in the Lecture Valley catalog, it mentions dispenser costumes. Dispenser costumes. In other words, it sounds like hats are going to be for dispensers! So I had to do that. Hats on buildings. Can you believe it? That's so nice. That's so amazing. Yes! Yes! Anyway, done with my celebrating. There's also Nutmeg and the Sex Telescope. Nutmeg, basically you throw it, it's a throwable object. It sounds a lot like Girardi here. Not to mention the Sex Telescope. Here we go, with the Sydney Super. This is what I think it would be somewhat like. Remember the piss gun, everyone? Most guys probably forgot it because of how rarely they use it. I never forgot it. Even though I rarely do use it, I never did forget it. But the stats are, in case if you forgot, coats Girardi, enemies hit by it with Girardi, and 25% faster zoom. Problem is, you can't headshot. Aw, man, what a pity. So it sounds like it's either gonna get a buff, or possibly even a nerf, which would make it be used even less often. But I really do think that's what the Sex Telescope would be. I mean, it does make sense. It would be something similar to this, except it fires Nutmeg. Whatever Nutmeg might do. I can't even imagine what nasty stuff it must do. Anyway, there's also two other things: the piano and the table flipping. Manco 12-step piano lessons and lessons on how to avoid making people flip their tables by making them angry. I mean, that's a bit weird. That actually did stump me, I admit it. That stumps me. Everything else I have a pretty solid prediction for. This one I don't really. I mean, yeah, I don't. I'll be honest with you. So anyway, what I think is, in summary, is my trusty paper to make sure I don't forget anything. 2 sandwich-like items. A new map. Fixes to when you disguise as a robot. A dispenser hats. Maybe even misks. Nutmeg, which would be something similar to Girardi, or actually more like man milk. Let's not go there. Sex telescope. Sounds like it fires it, so... Sydney sleeper? Anyone? Anyone? The medieval catapult, which would probably be a medieval sentry or a medieval teleport, one or the other. There'll be something about a piano and table flipping, but I have no idea what it will be. That would be all, folks. I guess that's it. Goodbye, and have a nice day.